Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the third and final video of the series of the 2026 Leaf Metal Baseball Jumbo Boxes. Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day. I don't think I've ever been so sad to see the end of a series that I've done here on the channel. Doesn't mean I won't get more of these at some point, maybe down the road. Maybe I'll wait till next year. We'll see what happens. They also have the regular hobby boxes of this have half the cards. They're also about half the price, and you could actually say it's a better deal because you're still getting the extra on-card auto. So if you double those up, you still get 16 cards for about the same price, but you get a second on-card auto for the same price. So just something to think about if you're looking at maybe getting this product. You may be better off, check the prices, but you may be better off doing the base hobby. Same cards, same checklist as far as I know. And yeah, so could be a better bang for your buck. It is what it is. Hindsight is 2020, as they say. Again, if this is the third part of the series, if you have not watched the first two videos, I highly, highly, highly recommend pausing this video, go back and watch the first two. They were both bangers. They both went out with an absolute explosion. Couldn't have asked for a better way to go out with the last two boxes. Without further ado, thank you for those of you who popped into the Whatnot last night. We had a lot of fun selling off some single baseball cards. This coming next Saturday, just so that you know, next weekend, I will be in a charity event in the evening. There's a cancer walk event, and we're celebrating someone who's near and dear to my heart. And so I will not be doing a Whatnot stream next Saturday night. So just FYI, in case I forgot to tell anybody last night, or if someone just didn't know. The deal with these, everything's in a clear case, so we are going to hide the cards for the time being. Let me get this box out of the way, and we will throw some protection on the top so that none of us sees, including myself, what's actually in here. Well, let me get something there. The bottom is going to be our massive hit. That is our on-card autograph. Again, if you haven't seen this, the first couple of videos, and you're too stubborn to go back, that is fine. But just know that the first 8 cards in this that we take out of here are going to be just numbered base cards. The next 8 cards are going to be sticker autographs. We have a chance. The one that I'm really hoping to pull today is Connor Griffin. That's my guy, and I would really love to pull that, but wish in one hand and do something else in the other and see what happens first. Either way, if we don't get a Connor Griffin, I'm still happy. Let's get going and see what we have here. First card is a pitcher, armed and dangerous, and that is Bryce McCage. We know that name, Bryce McCage. Again, these cards are beautiful. I love the style of them. And that one is 6 of 8, numbered 6 of 8, Bryce McCage. Good card. Good way to start. Let's get something under here. And card number 2. This one could be a 1 of 1. That is Brett Witkowski. Brett Witkowski, who I'm not sure I'm familiar with. But on that marble background, and yes, indeed, that is a 1 of 1. Have I seen a little bit of this product pulled? Yes, I have. 1 of 1 on the Brett Witkowski. As I say in all these videos, if you know any of these names, please don't be afraid to let me know in the comments, because I am not familiar with a lot of these, especially the prospects that are in the set. All right, moving on. This could also be a 1 of 1 on this gold background. Armed and dangerous, another pitcher. Andrew Painter, another name that I know. I've mentioned in prior videos, I love that background. I love the style of this card. And that is, again, another 1 of 1. Fantastic. I will give a little disclosure. You'll see a lot of 1 of 1s because there's such a variety of styles of the cards. So each player probably has a number of 1 of 1 cards. So it's not as cool as it seems, but it still is a 1 of 1, and we'll always take a 1 of 1 of any player. The next card is a 1950 throwback design. Like these very much as well. Who do we have on the throwback? Andrew Fisher. We have Andrew Fisher on the throwback. Tons of eye black. That's cheek black, I guess. And that one, is that another 1/1? Yes, it is. Yeah, that white border also a lot of times is a 1/1. So we've pulled 4 cards so far. 3 of them have been 1/1s. If you're wondering why I'm not putting them on the stands, it's because we're going to pull 9 autographs out of this. And so I reserve the stands for autographs just because. Why not, right? All right, 4 down, and all 4 have been pretty great hits, 3 of them being 1/1s. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal product. Card number 5. This is a young boy, looks like. Jacob Lombard, at least in the photo, definitely looks very young. That one is numbered 5/7. College baseball shortstop prospect from Miami, Florida. So that is a true prospect there. We are 5 cards in, just 3 away from starting our autograph hits. Yeah, I like these. I mentioned this. I think we had one in the first video, maybe. The Draft Dreams. So this was somebody who was recently drafted in 25, and that is going to be draft pick number 19, Ike Irish. Again, a name that we know and are familiar with. Pretty cards. Very pretty cards. That Ike Irish is numbered 6/10. It doesn't say what team he's with, and I'm not positive. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. But again, I know that we've seen the name maybe in Bowman or something. I'm not sure exactly where we've seen it. Oops. I almost stuck one in between. All right. We're down to 2 cards before we get to our autographs. Exploding onto the scene is Charlie Condon. That is somebody who I have a small PC of, as I think he's still going to be a fantastic major leaguer. He's still got a lot of potential. And that is a 1/1. 4 1/1s, one of them being a Charlie Condon, again, a guy that I PC. Excellent, excellent, excellent start. Excellent finish. Again, I'm so sad. This is our final non-autographed card of the box. Here we go. Another exploding onto the scene, and this one is Caden Bogenpole. Caden Bogenpole, and that one is numbered 5/7. Again, it doesn't tell me. Yeah, so if you know any of these players, again, I ask, please throw some comments. Let me know who you know that maybe I didn't mention that I already am aware of. And if maybe they're in your favorite team's farm system and you think they're going to be the next big thing, or if they have potential, whatever. Let's kick off our autographs. Can we get a banger to start with? Who do we have? I love these stainless cards. I mentioned that as well. They really have a great design to them. They look fantastic. And again, these are all stickers to start with. This is Aram Bide or Aram Beatty, and that is a 1/1. Cade Aram Beatty or Aram Bide, a 1/1. That's our 5th 1/1 out of 9 cards. That is absolutely disgusting. In a good way. In a good way. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. 8 cards to go. We'll get you out of here. Enjoy the rest of your... Why are you watching this on Mother's Day? You should be spending time with the family. Anyways, Armed and Dangerous. Anderson Brito. Look at that autograph. Look at that auto. That is really awesome. That I do not believe is a 1/1. That one is a 4/8. Again, it's a name I feel like I'm familiar with, but I don't know. It could just be the last name, Brito. I believe I've heard that last name, but I don't know if I know who that is. So, I'll have to check it out and see who we're talking about. Again, on these ones, if you're not aware, on the backs of these cards, there's obviously there's limited information about the player themselves, but on the autograph ones, I'll show you on the back of this one, there is like no information whatsoever about the player. Who do we have here? We have Dexter McLean Jr. Very determined to throw that pitch. And you'll see on the back that is 6 of 6. And again, all it has is details saying that this is an authentic autograph, no information about the player themselves on the back of the auto cards. But you know what? Who is complaining? I'm not. I'm just giving you information. Okay. Almost halfway through our autographs. Still looking for one name. Still looking for one name in particular, at least for me. Who is that? Hagen Smith? That's who I thought. I saw the Smith on the back. That's pretty. And I like getting a name that I recognize. Hagen Smith with a pretty nice autograph there. 7 out of 8 on the Hagen Smith. I'm sorry these videos take a little bit longer for such a small amount of cards, but you can't blame me, right? I mean, sorry about the camera. You can't blame me. We're halfway through the sticker autos. Halfway through the stickers, and then we've got our one big banger at the end. Hopefully it's a big banger. We'll see. Another possibly one of one. Maddox Maloney. Maddox Maloney on the sort of like a marble background, I guess. I'm not really sure how you would describe that one. That one's 3 of 5. I was going to say it wasn't quite white enough to be a one of one for some reason. Maddox Maloney. I don't know that name. Got a friend of mine whose last name is Maloney, but I do not believe they are related. I think you would have told me that. Right. Slide this sucker in there. 3 more stickers. Armed and Dangerous. Obviously another pitcher. We have Cash Mayfield. Cash Mayfield on the Armed and Dangerous. That one's a 5 out of 5. I believe we've hit some Cash before. I've definitely seen him pulled. Okay, 2 more stickers. Let's see what we get out of here. Getting excited already for that last card. All right, another pitcher. And we've pulled this one before too. It's Trey Savage. Absolutely excellent. No, I'd actually take that back. I don't think we've pulled Trey yet. So that's a fantastic pull. I do not own a Trey Savage autograph, I don't think. So that's fantastic. What did I say? It was 5 out of 5. Bookend. Color match. Kinda. We'll take it. Trey Savage. So, full disclosure, this is my last chance to get a Connor Griffin because Connor Griffin does not do on-card. It is only stickers. So this is Connor or bust on this final sticker auto before we get to our big hit card at the end. Who do we have exploding onto the scene? It is not going to be Connor Griffin. That is going to be Eli Willits. Fan-freaking-tastic. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. No complaints whatsoever. One of the top prospects in baseball, and it is a 2 out of 5. Absolutely awesome. I have, again, 0 complaints about any of this product. This is box number 3, and every single one of them has been absolutely incredible, no matter what this final card might be. Oh, let's do it together. Boys and girls, who do we have? I believe it is not a one of one. Okay, if I was going to get a non-baseball player card, this isn't necessarily the one I wanted, but I'm also happy to have Allen Iverson on an on-card autograph. How freaking cool. Hall of Famer. Yes, they have 2 that I've seen, 2 players on this final on-card autograph that are not from baseball, both NBA. It was Allen Iverson and Shaq. I would have loved to have had the Shaq auto, but I am not complaining about 11 out of 35 on an AI autograph. What a way to close out 2026 Leaf Metal Jumbo boxes. That's pretty. That is pretty freaking cool. Do it again. Tell me in the comments. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty freaking great. I think it's really fantastic. And that's just the autographs that you're looking at. I mean, these are, some of the bigger hits as well. I don't know Caden Bogenpole. We know who Ike Irish is. Jacob Lombard, I feel like I've heard the name. Bryce McCage, we definitely know. Charlie Condon. These are our one-of-ones. Charlie Condon, Andrew Fisher, Andrew Painter, and Brett Wikrowski. I mean, what a fun rip. Thank you guys for hanging out for this long. Appreciate you so much. I've got some other cool stuff coming in this week. I think Tuesday will probably be my next video, and it's going to be something fun. Something maybe you've never seen before, ever. So, little teaser there for you. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get some more autographs this week, too. How's that? So, thank you guys so much again. Happy Mother's Day once again to everybody out there. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment. Slow grind to 1,000. We'll get there at some point down the road. And I just appreciate all of you. So please be kind and be safe.